I know exactly what you're thinking. The biggest clickbait title ever. And you're right. And I knew you would click it. And you still clicked it. I got you so good. Okay. Anyway, before you cut the video off, it's not clickbait. I will address that in just a second. Okay. Governments hate when you do this one little trick. Alright. Now, what am I talking about? Well, governments hate when you do this one trick, and I'm talking about educating yourself. It's very important to get a good education and to know what you're talking about, because the reality of the matter is that a lot of governments rely on your ignorance, and you know, I guess everyone has a right to be ignorant, but you probably shouldn't, because you're just going to be taken advantage of and, you know, subjected to a lot of things that you shouldn't be. But when you are educated, you are able to fight these things in the best manner possible, the legal manner. You can fight it in the courtroom, you know about the system, this and that, because, you know, a lot of these politicians are trying to sell you a false narrative regarding our history, our values, you know what I mean? They're manipulating as they see fit. But if you really learn about American history, you know your Constitution, you know your rights, then, you know, people can't take advantage of you so much. Only if you let them. Anyway, a little story about myself I guess I'm kind of proud of is that in order for me to finish my degree, to get my associate's degree in natural science, I actually had to work 2 jobs, and when the wintertime hit, it was 3 jobs. Okay. Meanwhile, I slept in the back of my Jeep for 5 days a week because I couldn't afford to drive up and down the hill all the way, you know, that 45 minutes to 1 hour drive every single day. My family, they moved back up the hill to the high desert area from the city of Ontario, and I was going to school down in that area, so it's kind of was uneconomical. I worked at the 99-cent store in the morning. After work, I either went to tutoring or to class myself, and then to tutor others for the college. I tutored public speaking, I tutored writing, and I realized I have a bit of a southern drawl by watching myself on these videos. So believe it or not, yeah, I was a college level tutor. So, and once the winter time hit, I was teaching snowboarding up in the local snowboard resort. So 3 jobs while going to school full time. Okay, education means a lot more to me than 99% of the people that you will meet, and I think it's a big part of why I will be more successful than 99% of the other people that you meet as well, because I just want it more. That's it, you know what I mean? I haven't been, you know, I think discomfort is a thing that definitely motivates people. A lot of people I know, they want to, you know, kind of move on, I guess, but they're kind of comfortable where they are, and it's the discomfort that kind of drives you to do better for yourself in your life. And in addition to that, at a community college level, you're going to learn a lot more than what it is they're telling you on paper. Okay, you're going to learn about how to deal with people of all sorts, you know, different nationalities, language barriers, things like that. You're going to learn how to sell yourself to employers. I can nail damn near any interview now that I have an education. You're going to learn other skills. You're going to be able to dip your feet into different fields to figure out which you like best. Although the majority of my studies were in biology of one flavor or another, I realized I like geology more. I enjoy adventure, plants, rocks, finding metal. I love finding things, okay? Which which brings me to why I'm sitting underneath this sketchy bridge right now. I'm sure you can hear the cars in the background. Well, I'm under this random sketchy bridge because we're going to do some magnet fishing. That'll be my next video. So if you're into that type of stuff, check it out. It's where you clean up the river and you pull pieces of metal out. Sometimes you find cool stuff, most of the times it's trash. I haven't found anything yet, but this is my first real day doing it. Yeah, so I also want to add that I'm honored by all government employees from whatever alphabet agency you might be from, whether it's on your free time or under the clock, that you are watching my video right now and that you have managed to waste even more of my tax-paying dollars by watching this YouTube video, okay? All the different news sources I read and the government waste is beyond me. I see you guys spending money on everything from, you know, erection pills to freaking researching the mating habits of certain animals and insects and things like that. And you know, what's up with that, you guys? You're here watching my video, you know what I mean? I got you. I'm trolling you hard right now. Because I know governments hate when you do this one little trick, and that is to become educated, to know what you're talking about, and to stand up for what you believe in. Okay, that's the most important thing here, because I might not agree with everything you agree with, and that's perfectly fine. You know, it opens the floor for you know, an intellectual debate back and forth between both parties. I'm definitely not going to agree with everything you agree with, but as long as we can debate about it in a peaceful manner and reach the best possible solution, then, you know what I mean, then we're doing our jobs as citizens. And you're not doing a good job as a citizen unless you question what your people are doing, your officials are doing. You know, do they respect, you know, your history? Do they respect your rights as outlined and defined in the Constitution? And you know what I mean? Every generation has had to struggle for their rights. So you shouldn't expect anything different. And if you aren't struggling for your rights, then they're eroding away beneath you every single year. I assure you. Don't get your news from only one source, as you should know by now that most media sources are biased in one way or another. It's good to go through various sources. And don't always believe what you read either. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Tune in to my others.